run here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing, Lynch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And the play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Lynch. Can't find anyone open. Caught by Nelson left side. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down following the incompletion. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on this. Jack, and it brings up 3rd down. They've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Hundley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, he was throwing it in the field.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Richard Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Throwing, Hundley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Packers. Dante Moncrief, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. That is incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 40 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Lynch. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing, Hundley. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. So the D-line's going to spread out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Lynch to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And trying to get it to his tight end, Rodgers, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Hundley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. One receiver left, three to the right. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. And Nelson's got it here right side. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught at the 3. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lynch here off the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good. Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land. Solid analogy. I like it. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do. But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board. Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive? We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. 2nd down following the run. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. Now Hundley. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
To throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing Hundley. Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Back now at Lambeau. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete here. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriots! Patriots! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Philly. You landed.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he lost the football. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Walsh now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Fresh set of downs here. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he's going to back.
Touchdown, Packers. Dante Moncrief with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he's got Moncrief. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Defense showing blitz. Here's Lynch. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff. And then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded at the 2. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. He's back to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Finding time, buying time to his left. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.